Hi everyone again. On this diagram, you can recognize my previous video. On previous video, it was about static route from network 1 to network 2 and vice versa. But also, the same student with this configuration, he asked me why he couldn't telnet from network 1 from this PC, couldn't telnet to this switch, and also he couldn't do this vice versa. First, I thought he was wrong with some configuration. Then also I checked his configuration in Teams. It was video conference in Teams, and everything was okay. And I decided to try do the same on GNS3. I had this lab and I tried to do the same, but result was also the same. I couldn't reach from this PC or even from this router. From first network, from this I couldn't reach the switch. From this network I also couldn't, from network 2 I mean, from router 1 I also couldn't reach this switch. From PC to PC, from this router to this PC, and all of this worked, but only I could ping switch only from this network. From this router, from this PC, I could ping. Also, I configured here on this switch virtual LAN interface 1 with IP address, last was address 50/24. Also, I configured default gateway and I configured no shutdown. I am gonna do this right now also, but on real equipment. I will show you what I'm gonna do. Let's look at this. What we have here. I have, for example, PC2 right here, this one, PC1, then I have switch 1, router 1, router 2, switch 2, and PC2. Yeah. Here also I configured this one with RDP connection to my PC also, and my PC, virtual machine on my PC, it has connection, cable connection, but to this switch, the same switch, without any configuration. These ports, it's only for RDP connection to this PC, because here installed Windows 10, and as you know, it's quite difficult to set up some screen recording on Windows 10, for me at least. Windows 11 is much easier. Then here it's also running mobile extern, which you will see on my PC. I will show you how I configure this, but really fast. I will try to do this video as short as possible, and I am going to configure. I have already configured here IP static address, like in diagram. Here I'm going to configure VLAN interface, and here also on this router and this the same. We have these cable connections to interface 1 on switch, interface fast internet 01, and here from router to router, this is straight through cable, this is crossover cable from one to another, and OO interface, fast internet OO as well. Here we have just only connection to the router and to the PC, to this one PC. This one also has static configuration for IP address. You can see right now, for example, here, 310 last, and nothing else. Okay, let's go to configure and check how it works in real life, in real equipment. Go ahead. Here we have this diagram which I showed you, the same configuration, but let's go to configuration. Here also you can see this RDP connection to that PC from network 1. And also to this PC connected all of 4 my devices. COM5, COM6, COM3, COM4. I named also all of these switches. No, this one I forgot. This is R2, switch 2, then R1 I believe. No, R2, but why I have 2 R2? It's interesting. That means this one is R1. Enable conf G. Go ahead, let's configure switches first. Switch 1. A bit bigger font that you can see this easier. Here I am gonna ping PC, check. Interesting, I'm gonna check my PC configuration. Looks nice. I know this maybe it's because of firewall, but we are gonna try to do the same from PC, for example. No, okay. CMD. Yes, we have this connection from PC to switch. Next step, another switch, and then router and router. Then switch 2. I'm gonna configure router. Router 1. OO for routers, this to network, default gateway. Connection between 2 routers, second network. And then IP route to network 3. I am gonna specify next hop IP address. Okay, we don't have static route because of another interface is down, I think. Let's configure second router. Default gateway for network 3. And IP route to network 1. Okay, we have to check, then ping everything and how it works. Check how it works. Here you can find static route from router 2. Here you are. I want to show you where this picture from router 2. Configure this static route. This is it. Directly connected. I wanna check it. And here you can find this Why another one? The same rotors, but different.
On this place, I was a bit confused because of, for example, here you can see now we have these codes C connected, then static, rip, and so on. And here on router 2, for example, we can see the static route, it's okay, and then only connected. That means network directly connected to this internet network 2 between routers, and here is network 3 of, like, from Inter 3 to PC 2, which connects and switch to. And no. And on another router, for example, on router 1, here you can see this one, and we can see also codes, but we have also L local, which means like host interface. This is IP address 192.168.1.1. It's directly connected to fast internet also, but this also directly connected. This means connected. This is network, and local, this is an IP address for interface 1 and also for another interface O/O. But I think it depends on OS version. And also before, I also was a bit confused when I did this lab on GNS3. It also, I couldn't see on GNS3. I think it's old version, all of them, and I could see only like this, only connected, without local. Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. This is up. Okay, show IP interface. Upside. Okay, I'm gonna ping from PC1 to PC2, router 1. First of all, default gateway from this PC. CMD 1.1 default gateway successful. Then 50 switch 1 works. Then router 2 yes, network 2. Then default gateway network 3 without any problem, and then third PC. I can't ping, maybe because of firewall settings, but I'm gonna wait a bit. I'm gonna go and change and do some configuration firewall. Maybe I should show you also this as well. How to do it. Go ahead. We go to firewall settings, control panel, security, defender firewall, advanced, inbound rules, here you are. This is file sharing, enable rule, and outbound the same. Enable rule. It should work now. Go ahead and we will see. Let's check it one more time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. One step more. don't do this in real life. We don't use advanced settings. We can just turn on and off the Defender firewall. This works every time, but not the best decision. You can see it works. Then our switch, the main reason why we no we can't ping. How it's possible? Oh my god. GNS3 doesn't work. Cisco Modeling Lab doesn't work with this configuration. Cisco Packet Tracer works. What's the most interesting for this lab? Then, yeah, it works. That means I can Telnet from this one. I'm gonna configure Telnet on switch 2 from third network, and from this PC just Telnet that switch. Go to mobile extern, find our switch, this router, this is switch 3 I believe, no, switch 1 router. Okay, where's my switch 2? Enable conf t do show run. We have this run config. Doesn't have any configuration specific, only IP address and default gateway, and it works. It's just how it should be. Okay, enable. So, password not secret because I want to see all of these passwords with something. Enable password Cisco. Then line, the simplest way to check all the stuff. VTY all space 15 transport password plus login enter, and then transport input. I think it's default configuration for this, but I'm gonna also apply this. Exit do VR. Okay, then control set show run. And from this switch we can also try to ping maybe our, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna try to telnet this session. Not serial, but telnet. Remote host 192.168.3.50 without username, without everything. Okay, we have this prompt password. It was class. Enter. Enable. And password Cisco for enable. It works. Show run. You can see this configs. Interface VLAN with this IP address, with default gateway, and with the simplest configuration for Telnet. Works from router 2 maybe, it's router 1, this one switch 2, from router 2 ping to router 1, or from switch also I can ping from switch 3 to switch 1. 6, 8. Wait, yes, success, works. In real life it works with these switches. Maybe OSs I wanna check, show version, system image file, no, version like almost the same which I had on my, interesting, I don't know, but one more time what we have at the end. We have almost, like not almost, the same configuration which I've done on my GNS3. We have two routers, router 1, router 2, switch 1, switch 2, PC1, PC2. Everything works, all of this PC can ping each other, switches and everything else. But on GNS3 and on Cisco Modeling Lab, I will show you this. Maybe in another video, maybe I will add to this video that it doesn't work. It is what it is. Have a nice day and see you in the next video.